Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel Nintendo Collecting 101, bringing you collecting tip number 44. This one's called Trim the Fat. When you're a collector, you're going to eventually probably get lots of games, lots of consoles, lots of controllers. You may want to just decide, is this what I still want to collect for? So I did have a tip earlier on that was you can sell off what you don't need. But this is a good time to kind of trim the fat of the collection, kind of like pruning a tree. If you want your collection to look really, really good, probably get rid of all those games that are not very good games that you'll never play, or get rid of the games that you don't really like, or that don't fit in. So I will just go through what I usually do, and let's turn this sideways. Alright, so I kind of just look at all of my games for one console, and I just decide, are there any in here that I don't really want? And my NES collection I'm kind of keeping. But when I go through my SNES collection, there are some games that I should eventually get rid of. Cool Spot doesn't really fit in my collection, so I could definitely take that, pull it out, and probably sell it. The other ones are kind of hard to see, but... So I will go through all of my games, and I'll just decide which ones should I probably get rid of that don't really fit right now. Or you might decide, like this Ghoul Patrol, the box looks terrible. So maybe it's time to get rid of that and to sell that one because it doesn't really fit in anymore. Home Alone? What's that? One of the worst games I probably own? So I would pull this one out, Home Alone 2. What a piece of crap. So I would pull it out and I would just decide, it's time to get rid of you. It's time to go. So then you just put it aside and it makes room for more stuff. And I just keep going down my list and I just keep looking to see if I can trim any of them out that I really don't need. So that's just going through my SNES collection really quickly, but I do have some in my N64 collection that I'll just trim out as well. That was the rest of my SNES games. Moving on down, this is my N64 collection. And games like Beetle Adventure Racing, it's actually a game that's pretty good that people don't know about. So that's actually one that I'd keep. Oh, look at that, FIFA 99. I'm not supposed to have any sports games. So that one's just an extra game that I got the box of. I don't even have the game for it. But I'm not really collecting sports games. This isn't something I really would ever play, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. Bye-bye. Is there any more here? Maybe, like, Hybrid Heaven. Not really into that one very much. Or Gex I could pull out. Now, NFL Blitz on the end there. That's actually a really fun game. I want to keep that one. But most of these are very good games. And when we get towards the end here, there's two more that I put back in that I'm supposed to sell. Two of these things are not like, these are terrible. So Virtual Pool, why are you there? World Driver Championship, not the game for me. It's gone. So that's called trimming the fat on your collection, and then you can just simply move all your games over. And then when you look at my collection, usually people are astounded at the quality of games that I have, or how good they are, or how rare they are. And almost everything that I have is something that I would actually play, because if I'm not going to play them, why do I have them? And I don't really collect sealed games for that reason as well. So you can do this with consoles, controllers. You might have a console right now that you just aren't playing, or that you don't really consider it your interest anymore, and you might want to get rid of it. So trim the fat of your collection if you can, and that will make room for more, and you can also just actually sell it and get a little bit more money for other things. So this is something you should be doing all the time. You might buy a whole box set with a lot of games and realize you don't want a lot of them. So just trim the fat of your collection to make it look as good as possible. Thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe, and I post videos on Mondays and Fridays.